expose of the same old story that I heard yesterday. Yeah, it goes the headlines, man. They all just go to plan. They're framed and fixed and rigged. You know they're all just spam. So buckle down, plug right in, and cross its way under your skin. Just got foul from the things they spout, and it won't make you shout. Give me that good news, because I'm tired of the same old shit. That good news, because I'm tired of the same old shit.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Friday, and the old "thank God it's Friday" type of thing. But welcome to the grounds with Giles and Jones and Slagle. I'm Giles. Jones is hiding over there, and Slagle. And we got our good boy
Hey guys,
Cappuccino with us today. And I'm sorry, Chelsea. I was going to say Christian.
That's okay.
Special guest today coming in and joining us. We want to thank you guys for coming and spending some time with us on Friday morning to listen to three idiots and beautiful lady that came to join us today. So
It's because he's scared of her. Hey, just some take care of some business, of course. Good shout out to our good friends over at Natural Therapy Wellness Center. If you're stressed, they can help you be blessed. Thai yoga massage, acupuncture. John and his team over at Natural Therapy Wellness has a team full of licensed massage therapists. Man, get rid of that stress. Check them out at www.mchenrymassage.com or give them a call at 815-385-8190. And we cannot forget on a $5 Friday, our good friends over at JH Events and Flowers. Man Cave, She Shed, you name it, they have it. 2 locations, one in Fox Lake and the other one right in McHenry. But check them out at www.jhevents.com and Flowers. And of course, the most unique show here on 216 Creator Studios platform. You'll see Uncle Pete down there right in the bottom. And Uncle Pete is telling you that if you copy that and put that up in your URL, you can be part of this show. Today, how well will it sell? Going back to the 80s.
that is the marketing question of the year, isn't it?
Going back to
Well, you know, Kent. If the folks like what they see here today, go to that old Google box there, click on the YouTube 216 Creator Studios, like, share, subscribe, smash that bell for future notifications. We appreciate you watching.
That's it.
now last time we did this, I think it went pretty well.
Hold on.
What, smash the
what
bell?
microphone do you have?
What mic do I have?
No, old man. How well will it sell? It's
Number
going to be
2.
okay, Scott. I'll walk you through it today.
Give me some-
I'm going to walk you through it today.
Anything else here?
Uh-oh.
Try it again.
Number 2.
I don't think number 2 is working.
Oh no.
You might be number 2.
Number one.
But he's got number 2
I got
there.
number 2 there.
Where's
It
producer?
sounds like,
Oh,
a
producer.
game show, though,
Okay.
doesn't it? How well will it sell?
What mic do we not have? Yours isn't plugged in, Steve.
Oh,
Right.
Well, that would make sense.
I'm 4. Scott's 1, and he's 2. So it's a lot more.
Now give it a try.
We almost know what we're doing here, Ken.
No, that's the good thing. We're real humans.
No,
We
I
make
didn't do
mistakes.
that
We have problems, and we work through it.
Go ahead again.
But that's okay. We
I
can
don't
still.
know.
There you are.
Ah, fantastic.
All right. So this is Slagle. He is
They
really
tried
good
to
today.
silence that Slagle.
They tried
You
to silence.
can't silence me.
Dude, we cannot let people listen to you today. So
Let's just make
Well,
sure.
that's exactly.
So we need to start over from the beginning. You ready?
How
Let's
well
go.
will it sell? Not great.
Well, let's. Yeah, this is.
I'll let bottom.
Let's try that.
There we go.
All right.
We good?
There we go.
This is what life is all
Again,
about.
this board,
solving the
this
problem.
computer likes
I don't
to switch
care.
it all back to the
does.
camera.
Solving the problem.
Which is
I'm
nice.
good. Well, I got my Walter Cronkite voice.
All right.
Hey,
We like
so,
everybody to wait as we start.
anticipation,
Yes,
right?
America.
That's the best thing.
Good night.
What are
All
these
right.
idiots going to
There
talk
we go.
about today? Thank you for tuning in.
There we go.
All right.
Unique New York.
What?
Unique
All set
New
there,
York.
Mr. Wizard.
Yeah, let's.
We good?
Mr. Wizard.
Deke
All right.
fixed it.
There we go. Well, listen, let's get into this.
right.
Well, Kelsey, first of all, you're
Welcome.
new,
welcome
you're
to
new
the show.
to the set. Thanks. Welcome. A quick little bit about yourself.
So I play basketball at a co-ed league. So I still play semi-pro. I'll beat any of your asses. So please don't talk shit.
Sounds like a challenge.
First of all, I'll take that challenge.
Okay.
That's it.
I write my own poetry, so I'm right now submitting my second poetry book. And then I work at Fresh Time in Crystal Lake.
So I coach the college team here in town, the women's college team. So anytime you want to come and get a workout, let me know. 3:30 to 5:30 every day, Monday through Friday.
You and I, one-on-one?
Whatever you want to do.
Oh, okay, bet.
Look at that.
Whoa, challenge accepted.
Plug that podcast. You
Hey.
Hey, I'm old and
Hey,
slow.
Kat, you know I love you, but I got 20 on Kelsey.
That's it? That's a dub?
Hey, I play smart with my money. If I lose it, it's 20. If I win it, it's 40. You know what I mean? I'm looking good.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
So give us the premise on how well
Yep.
will it
So
sell.
how well will it sell? Remember the 80s. So this is where we go back.
Not really. I was
Take a
young
look at-
then.
We take a
I don't
look
think
at
I was
some
thought
of the advertisements that were out there and how well will it sell today.
And we're doing 80s
Advertisements.
today, huh?
Advertisements.
Let's start off with this one.
All right, what do we got?
Anything you can do out of a suit, you can now do in a suit.
Yeah.
I need that ad for
I
fantasy.
think that move is called the slang.
What the? Who is that? Oh, wait, it's Cricketeer?
Also,
Is that the company?
I don't-
Cricketeer?
Yeah.
You know,
What are they trying to say? That the suit's very flexible?
No, you know what? I gotta say,
Is that
seeing this person twisted up like that, wearing the suit? I'm like, you know what? I need that suit for flexibility. Like,
It's a Superman
it's
suit.
finally a suit you're not uncomfortable sitting down in. You know what I mean? Like that's
One that actually gives.
I want that suit. Yeah, that's great advertising.
So
You know
how-
that guy shops at the Fantasy Factory.
That's right. That's a perfect
Oh, yeah.
ad for us,
Yeah.
right? But I mean, would that sell today? I think people would be so freaking offended by that thing today. They'd be like, "Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?"
Why would they be offended?
That's from the Fantasy Factory's tearaway line.
What makes
I don't. I just that's the first. That's the first thought that comes to my head. That, and I don't know why, because I think it's awesome. I think the marketing brilliance behind it.
why would that be canceled today? I don't understand.
I don't know. But like I said, I look at it, and the first thing I go, "Wow, today that wouldn't fly." But back then, it's just kind of like, "All right, that's something I may want to get
Okay, but
into."
why wouldn't I'm asking you a question?
Right, and I
I'm
don't
asking
know
you a
why, but my
question,
first
Miss Harris.
response.
Why wouldn't this? Why would this not work today?
There's just something about it that comes off initially as me as almost could become vulgar, right? And today, I mean, I think it's hilarious.
For a guy who owns
Well, no,
a store loaded with dildos and
Is it-
CBD.
Is it vulgar because of the solid brown socks? And we have good sock game today.
I want to say
I
it's
don't-
the position.
I don't-
If anything, that
Well,
might
that-
actually make it sell. To be honest with you,
Just
depends on
I'm
the
offended.
targeting.
uh,
Good morning, Jessica.
Well,
This is how we kick it off.
Shayna says, yeah, that passed for gay porn back in the day.
Yeah.
And good morning, everybody.
Well, when he moves his hands and you can see the tearaway.
And
Oh, Jesus.
Hey,
all right. Well, thank you for tuning in, guys. Have a nice day.
Jess says she's offended. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. I just found it very interesting that anything you can do out of a suit.
Yeah.
Stop right there.
So-
What?
So just to be clear, it is selling. I can't see. They are selling suits.
Suits.
correct?
This is a suit.
That is the ad for the suit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, how well will it sell? I think the ad still holds up. If I saw that online, if that popped up like while I'm waiting for a YouTube video, I'd be like, that's hysterical.
You're right in there.
I'll buy a suit from them.
Yeah, that's a good one. Man, I'm still getting a lot of echo, man. That's bad. I don't know. Anyway,
Turn down the gains.
Is it coming back off everybody or just you?
no, it's hollow.
Yeah.
It's hot and hollow. Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Hot and hollow.
I think this suit is meant for like date night. I would do it if it was on like a porn website or like Lover's Lane,
Yeah.
and that was their advertisement. Because if you look at the dude in the bottom corner, he's like strutting his shit. Like, yeah, I was in that pose, and then I'm like sitting here like this. Like, come on, let's try this.
First of all, my back hurts looking at
Yeah,
it.
that's what Don says. I think chiropractor when I see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And then and Jeff.
So we all definitely think
And good
differently
for
than
him
if
to
you
be
guys
able
are
to
thinking
do that.
chiropractor.
yeah,
Good for him to be able to do that. That's all. I
Can't do that.
Yeah. And so Jessica's like, if I
Practical
walked into
wifey?
practice and you were sitting like that, I'd
That's not
You
gonna
can bend me
happen.
up like a pretzel, baby.
Can you imagine? You got your Adidas tracksuit on, lays behind your head, whistle sticking down. You're like, let's go, ladies. One more time, run it again. I want to see some hustle.
Boy, does that suit breathe.
Boy, the cops would be there so fast if that showed up today at MCC.
I don't know. I see congressmen all over that. Anyway, let's go. Thank you very much. All right, this is a good one here. This is nice, right? It's get it all with Alpine. These are, hey, back in the day, we didn't have Bluetooth, right? You had AM, FM. These are Alpine stereos to put in the car.
That was the bomb back in the day. When I was growing up, you had an Alpine stereo system with like an equalizer that had the lights flashing, like you were it, right?
Yeah, you be careful where you park that car.
Right? Oh yeah,
You were somebody.
You were somebody if you had an Alpine or some Alpine speakers.
If you could pull that handle up and slide it out of your dashboard, so it'd be scary. You knew.
Yeah, you take it with you when you got out of the car.
Absolutely.
Remember that? Oh my God, that was so awesome. I'm taking it, walking out. It's like the old boombox, but it does like.
Okay, so I see it, but what's offensive about it? How well will it sell?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say what.
Will it sell today?
Because you're talking, it's hard to see, but because the lady sitting on the hood
Well,
like that.
It kind of depends. In today, my thought process, today's technology is so advanced that Alpine is just another tablet. That connects to your phone.
It wouldn't sell too well today because people don't even care. This back. I got my phone. I just plug it right into my vehicle.
Alpine speakers as well. They still my Jeep's got an Alpine sub in it. So
Well,
they still make stuff.
Well, let's talk about a timeless aspect of advertising that'll never go away, which is a half-naked girl sitting on a hood of a car selling a product.
Yeah, that's so it lies, right? Here we are in today's world.
2024, you put a half-naked girl on the hood of a car selling a product, you're going to sell that product. How well will it? I feel like advertising really hasn't evolved that much.
Look,
Sex sells. That doesn't matter how old you are, or what year it is. But the thing is how well will it sell today? Will more people be offended the fact that they're using a half-naked lady to sell it? So when you're doing that, my question is are you pushing away the ladies because it's offensive to them and only the men? And Kelsey, I guess that would be a question for you. Is that something that would entice you to buy something as a lady?
No, not necessarily.
Right. So what would attract you to buy Alpine? Not a half-naked man sitting up there? Probably not. That's probably more repulsive than a half-naked girl, right?
I'd probably prefer a half-naked man because of the body. Because women only care about a man from hip up. To be honest, I don't care how you use it down there, but if you have a six-pack or whatever,
I want to beat everybody up because I was told my entire life it was the exact opposite. They don't care about your brain, nothing.
I'm just saying.
So if there was a half-naked dude, shirtless, hairy chest, big mustache, sitting next to the rally car, absolutely. And he's like, "This is my rally." One hand up on the rally car, like this is my rally car. That's it. All right.
Subscribe. This is the joy of it back in the 80s, right? And that's why I picked this one. First of all, Alpine, we all loved it, and but if you take off the bottom part of this, it says it absolutely looks like a bad 80s movie, right?
I thought it was an ad for Fiat.
Right, kids sitting on a couple of Volkswagens or whatever they are, and you're just like, what in the world? It has absolutely, and they're not even in the car to listen to the stereo. Right. They're just sitting there. It's crazy. How well would it sell? I don't know.
Yeah.
What is that car that she's laying on?
Yeah, it looks like
looked like Renault.
It looks like a Renault and or a Volkswagen.
I can't say it's. I'm getting old.
Shayna's like, is that a Rabbit or a Yugo?
No, Yugo. That's too big for Yugo. I think it's a Renault. Not the car, but
I think Jess said not true. I don't know. Was that
guys from the waist up? Yeah, I think guys waist up. Don't go down that subject. You guys are going to ruin everything that I've learned my entire life about what women think.
We're in the 80s. There was no manscaping in the 80s.
No, it's a lot of hair going on. Yeah,
you could have syrup in there.
Right, dude, shirtless but still wearing a shirt.
Well, that's me. It's wearing a sweater without a shirt.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Somehow you got fuzzier. I don't know.
That's right. Makes you more aerodynamical. Aerodynamical.
Built for speed.
Yeah, but,
Built-
I mean,
Scott's like, I got a lot of water resistance built in. There's a lot of drag.
where is this? This is someplace in Connecticut. I mean, or is this? It's got a gated. We want to get inside the gate, or they want to get out. I don't know what's happening.
I don't see that. It's hard to see that
It's a
picture
small
for me.
picture from
Yeah,
there, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to know.
take a picture out of
Hard
that, and
to
then
say,
it's really
yeah.
good. It's small.
All right, let's go. Let's go next.
Yeah,
And
what-
this one's going into high technology for the day.
Oh, max headroom. Oh my god.
And it says, "Don't say the P word."
Okay.
Wow.
I think that one today is, that'd be fine today. I think people will get a kick out of it, even though the technology behind his movements and stuff. Kids would be
It's
like,
got a retro flavor.
is that a real cartoon? When back then that was like,
And that P word
Right, when
could
it first
mean
came out?
anything.
Yeah,
You know what I
the
mean?
P word was what caught.
It's a-
mine.
it's a seller.
Don't say the P word.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't know. To me,
what, president?
I don't know. Can't
Oh,
say
God.
I mean, he is blonde haired and has been getting targeted.
it.
Yeah, okay.
So
That was easy.
Yeah.
the other part of this, probably not today. Why? There's triggers all over this. The lines, cause epilepsy. Kids start spazzing out because of the weird things on it. The flashy lights, the stroby stuff.
But anime
You know,
doesn't affect them at all.
You know the song "We Gotta Move These Refrigerators"? We gotta
Yeah,
move these customers.
Yeah.
All right, you remember the music video?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I'm about to be thrown into that music video when I see this.
Yeah, a little
image.
Dire Straits.
Yeah, a little something about it where I'm just like,
That was the
oh,
name of the band, Scott. Dire Straits.
yeah, the Dire
No
Straits.
shit.
Just letting you know.
Thank you, sir.
There's
Appreciate
a
that.
following for this imaging anyway. There is a following for that out there. So, and you don't say the P word in there. We already know what it's about. But the younger generation, if they didn't have that on the bottom there, Coke, right?
Right.
That could have gone for anything, and that would start TikTok trending with something else. And
That's right.
so this still sells big time.
This one you're feeling good about.
Yeah.
I think Kelsey hit it on the head, though.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like Donnie's got the stripes in the back. He's got the
Yep.
white teeth, the yellowish orange hair. It's good. Sell today all day long.
Yep.
Oh.
I can hear the voice still too when I look at that.
Yeah.
The mouth almost moved in sync to the actual words, right? Not like, what was it, Johnny Quest? Remember that show we watched when we were kids? They'd talk in the mouth.
Johnny Quest. Jesus Christ.
Told you the brain's on fire this morning.
All right. That's weird.
He took his vitamins before he went to bed.
I did. That's what happened.
Little Maylock,
Yeah,
little
cool.
vitamins. You know?
Shayna says this would sell today if it was selling a conspiracy. They never did find the party responsible for the break into broadcast. Oh, that's right. Remember that? Max Headroom actually broke into the news, I think it was, into the broadcast. It interrupted that was the whole thing.
The first hack.
The first hack. Yeah.
That would definitely sell today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. All right, here we go. Some nice Oakleys. To explain the difference between Oakley and ordinary eyewear would take 10 years.
Oh.
And look at all of those great looking Oakleys. God has 4 of these.
I was literally
Well-
going to say I've had at least 1 or 2 of those and probably
So-
still have one.
Cleaning out my brother's stuff.
Yeah.
I found a pair of the Oakley razors.
Yeah.
Razor to the
With
blades.
all the replacement blades. Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I thought that was pretty interesting. I can't wear
Those are
it
great
today.
glasses, dude.
But today the new fad is this throwback where it almost like people are wearing a windshield on their face.
Oh my God, isn't
In
that crazy?
baseball,
It's like a
it's nuts.
welding shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Pit Vipers.
But
Yeah,
those glasses that you're talking about are amazing for skiing, though.
Are they?
Oh my God. When you're out in the back bowls, because the sun is so intense, it wraps everything and then it keeps it out from side to side. And as the snow's smashing up when you're hitting through the powder.
Well, as the guy jumping out of the helicopter. in
Right.
Colorado.
And that's what they were made
That
for.
would
And that's
work out well.
when a lot of people didn't want to wear the goggles because it had the
Do you
rubber
know,
around
like,
it.
You know that mound when you snow plow your driveway? That's
Yeah.
what I'm skiing on. So I
You got to start somewhere, baby.
My Oakley
You
is
got to
up
start
there.
somewhere. But no, they
My
were really good
snowboard.
because they were basically goggles without the foam that was to some people irritating, right? And you could use it. Not really stylish in the big picture. I mean, because it really distorts your face, but they were great for what they used for. And that, I think, I mean, they still carried probably
And
every one of those.
Their big thing was what? Shatterproof? Something like that?
Well, it was scratch resistant was the big thing at Oakley first, and then they were one of the ones that came out with the what's the color? It's the how it changes color. It has the yellows and the oranges and everything.
Okay, Grandpa, we'll figure out the word.
I'm trying to think what the proper word for it.
I don't
The gradient, the color.
The gradient. No, but as far as the reflection, but also so a lot of glasses when you got them that dark, you couldn't see shit through them. Right? They were dark. But these. They had the technology that was coming out where it was dark as hell, but you could actually had a good clear vision where it wasn't so dark and you missed everything.
So that's the advertisement says in the past decade, we've put the eyewear industry on its ear with breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. The latest being the M frame with high definition. While many view the M frame as the most advanced sunglass possible, we see them as simply another step toward building the best eye protection in the universe.
In the universe.
It's what we set
those are
out
big
to
words.
do 10 years ago, and today there's no end in sight.
Yeah. Yeah.
You killed
Really
me, buddy.
inspiring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So whoever wrote that needs
That
to
copy was definitely for the
put
80s.
pipe-
That was
put
working.
the pipe down.
Right. The reason that I love this is it's like, all right, hey, give me a pitch. Sell me your pitch, Steve. And Steve's like, we're putting the eyeglass industry on its ear.
Yeah.
Gold.
No, I feel like that's brilliant.
Another body part.
I
You
feel
know,
like
you were
that's
probably in the
how it
meeting when they came up with that.
went.
If you ever
That's-
been in advertising meetings,
feel
it's
like that's how
insane.
it went, but it was one step further. You kick the door into my office and you're like, hey, I'm not telling you the product. Give me the best pitch for whatever. And I'm like, oh, we're gonna turn the entire industry on its ear. What industry? Doesn't matter. We're gonna turn it on its ear. What are you doing? You know what? What are we making? You know what? It doesn't matter. We're making art. It's the best in the universe. It's like, all right, now just plug in our keywords, some sunglasses. It's like, all right.
So
run that.
let's go around.
That is the epitome of 80s cocaine advertising right there. We're the best in the universe. You never saw an M on your face before.
You
This
will
is
like
amazing.
So what you're saying is use Scarface as their main guy, right?
100%.
When I use glasses, I choose Oakley.
And you know what? The glasses themselves, they're so
I can see my lines more clearly.
Yeah.
I can see my lines clearly now. The
So
Coke
as far
is
as the ad
gone.
goes, let's just go around. Would that still sell?
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
Okay.
Absolutely.
Under Oakley, down there in the right corners, we're looking at the right corner. It says Oakley thermonuclear protection.
Oh,
thermonuclear.
duck and cover. It must have been
Yeah.
duck and cover.
Okay, so they might have to change the verbiage a little bit, but I think they would
So
still sell.
I think, yeah. So just on the imaging alone, just because of people wearing windshields on their face today,
That's right.
that would make it sell.
Yeah,
The
but
verbiage is definitely that's a struggle for me.
Yeah.
Put on there. What do you think, Giles?
I think it would sell because like that type of activity you have to do, you're normally by yourself, and a lot of times nowadays this generation is big into self care,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's why I think that would still sell pretty well.
Oh well,
Oh,
good answer.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thermonuclear. Everybody wants to stay.
But you know, back
You know,
all when those guys
thermonuclear.
came out though with the lenses, that was like I said, that was the
Yeah.
big thing, the coloration of the lens, because it was basically
Yeah.
browns or silvers. You know, this was people like, oh my god, what is this? You know, you look like a spaceman coming down the hill. you know?
Survive the war game.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what I would do
That's
with
right
that,
around the time the movie came out.
what
Yeah,
I would
with
do with
Matthew
that
Broderick.
advertising is like I would take the next step. You know, you zoom in on a cocktail in somebody's hand on a beach lounger. You zoom out, it's just a skeleton, fallout everywhere, but the sunglasses are pristine. You know,
I love
They last forever.
Thermonuclear protection.
I love every marketing ad with Steve has a cocktail in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Look yourselves.
Why'd you put my legs by my head, but I got a cocktail?
Life's a breeze.
Maybe you missed your calling in life, Steve. This advertising you're really pumping up over there, man.
Oh yeah,
You're rocking it, buddy.
I'll sell some cocktails.
Just take the tails off.
You're gonna
So it's a Tuesday.
oh, here we go. Lucky strike.
Let's roll into now you.
That's an easy one. No, is there even cigarette? They don't even have cigarette commercials anymore.
Lucky strikes again.
Do they even have them in
filter says
magazines?
mild. The name says taste.
Yeah.
Do they
Oh,
do
yeah.
they even have advertisements even anymore in magazines? Because I know obviously TV is a no. hasn't been forever, but I mean, back then I see that you think about, the Marlboro Man, like that was pushed everywhere.
Yep.
None of that stuff
Joe
would fly,
Camel.
none of that shit would fly today. Yeah, Joe Camel, I mean, I think the ad's hilarious, but today they'd be like, no, not a chance in hell.
You have the Partridge Family back there by the nice Corvette. 3 guys in the redneck tuxedo back there. Hair is feathered, looking good.
Oh yeah.
Also says also available in soft pack down there. And here is the warning that's great. The Surgeon General has determined that cigarette smoking is dangerous to your health.
Not a hazard.
It's dangerous.
Dangerous.
But here's look at this guy you look at him. Look how happy.
Yeah.
Look, this guy is coughing after he takes a hit of this.
That guy is.
Yeah.
He's never had a cigarette in his life. So what I love best about it is you can tell, one, I don't even know if that's that guy's hand. That might be another dude's hand entirely. You can't really tell.
He looks too healthy to be a smoker.
Well, and two, this guy's never had a smoke in his life.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He looks too healthy.
Who has ever packed down their cigarettes and opened them and then been like,
The guy doing the advertisement,
right?
the guy getting paid.
Yeah,
They put a car in the back.
He belongs at the country club. I can't see.
yeah.
He belongs at the country club playing tennis, and somebody said, "Hey, you need to pay your dues, dude. I need some more money. Why don't you do a cigarette commercial?
Yeah.
I'll do that."
No, they're about to yell cut, and this guy is this guy's gonna throw on his windshield Oakleys, get into his Corvette, and he's gonna speed out of there. That's what's about to happen.
His name is Tad. Just so you know, it's Tad.
It's Tad. Oh my
Tad.
God.
It's filtered.
That's
It's filtered.
now
Oh, okay, then it's good. It's filtered.
That's definitely
Yeah.
a guy that wears a flexible suit.
That's right.
That's
With a cigarette.
That is the same guy, isn't it? Go back. I think that's the same dude.
What you can do in a suit, you can do out of a suit.
Right.
What did Shane say at the bottom?
You guys are nuts.
Yeah, she was just saying that the hot guys had the glasses and the stereo, the ladies sporting designer jeans, which was an oxymoron before then.
Yeah.
But here's the bad. Yeah, you're right, Scott. They don't even have
Yes, I said
cigarette
you were right.
commercials.
Okay.
They don't
Mark
even have
that.
They don't even have cigarette billboards anymore. And
No.
now when you go to Netflix, it's like smoking. It lists all
Right. Isn't that crazy? Right. Nudity, smoking. Whoever thought that would be one?
Yeah.
Can't see naked boobs, and I can't watch someone smoke a cigarette. Like, what?
Right.
What do you mean?
When I was a kid, all the cartoons smoked.
Right.
The
Right.
characters in the cartoons.
Yeah. Oh, always. Always.
And
Oh,
how
back
they
then.
stayed on their upper lip.
Well, and then think about this one.
On the upper lip.
Here's the best one. You get in a freaking solid fuselage that's pressurized. Hey, light up. As soon as you start on your airplanes, you get in the plane. It's just like no thought whatsoever.
Right.
Would that fly today? No.
Well, I mean,
I
the
mean, think
new
about it.
generation will never know what a world is like when you walked into a restaurant and they're like, "Do you want to sit in a cloud of smoke?"
All right,
Or do you wanna
smoking
sit
or non-
next to the cloud of smoke. And
Well, they
you're
don't
like,
have the
"Oh,
smoke
okay,
eaters."
cool."
Yeah.
You're like non-smoking. It's like cool. What defines the non-smoking section? Oh, it's just these
Right.
tables.
They don't have
And it's like,
ashtrays.
all right, so that guy's smoking.
They don't have ashtrays. That's the
Right.
difference.
That is-
You're still
that's-
breathing the same shit,
Yep.
but no ashtrays.
Well, let's try this one. We're going to stay in the same category.
Okay.
Cigarette.
Where we going?
Now, hang on for this one.
I can't see.
Oh boy.
Well,
Wet t-shirt contest for menthol Newports.
Revive your taste. Newport Lights. Newport pleasure comes to low tar menthols.
But is she jumping into a pool or what?
And what we have for those listening out there on the podcast platform without seeing it is you have this brunette that looks.
Scott's gonna go.
I'm not quite sure what's happening there.
looks like she's trying to drink water from the pool.
I don't.
But there's a little phallic symbols going on in there.
Nothing in this says cigarettes other than the pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, no.
I was gonna say that just says sell me, buy me, do me.
No, they got her diving into water to, I guess, represent like how cool the flavor of menthol
Mouth
is.
wide open so you could revive.
Oh,
your
yeah.
Well, subliminal is if you smoke these, that's what
You're gonna look like, or if you smoke these, this is what you're gonna look like.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would not sell
Or
today.
that's what you're gonna get.
Right. You can get the female if you smoke that.
You
Yep.
you ever remember being carefree and
Is
jumping
that how you
into a
take that
pool?
one?
That's how you're gonna feel every time
Really?
you drag one of these bad
But she has
boys.
nothing to do with the cigarette.
I think what they're trying to say with her is that she's. I think well that for me that's a carefree. If you smoke Newport menthol, you're carefree. Everything's cool.
That's the other thing. I love the ad because it looks like something your local park district would post for like a fun day at the pool. It's like you take the cigarettes out of yeah, exactly. You
Come
take the
join us for a
cigarettes
day
out
of
that.
smoking and wetness.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna lay her right in front of the suit guy.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
you
where
are.
I'm going with this, right? So it's like, all right.
Hold on, let me just do a few of these.
If you were to smoke this, that's what you're going to get because everybody needs a cigarette after that. You know?
I
But
just,
do they?
you know,
Well, that's back in the day, yeah.
I
You
just,
would remember.
I don't get it.
You're not that old.
Yeah, Don says my favorite menthol flavored water.
Menthol flavor.
You used to
Yeah.
smoke, right?
Oh,
You
absolutely.
used to smoke cigarettes.
I
right?
never smoked menthol. Well, I shouldn't say never. I tried them. I never
Oh,
got
I
the
always like
fascination
cool
with them.
minty taste of a good menthol.
The only time I would ever smoke a menthol is if I didn't have any of them. I was at a party and
Hey,
it's like
listen,
okay, beggars can't be choosers. Like,
Let's-
all right,
let's be honest.
yeah.
Let's be honest. You hit a Newport regular, you're getting a nicotine buzz for a day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right now, you go Newport Light, yeah, maybe. I don't know. And that's a nice soft pack too. There too, it's very important.
I like how the fact you just the attribute. I like the attribute description. That's a nice soft pack.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it?
Kelsey's over here. She didn't even know what to say. She's like,
bunch of
Drew, why
lunatics.
did you invite me to the show? You guys are talking about a bunch of stupid
Oh
shit.
no, I told her I'm like, you want to get entertained?
Oh.
Watch these guys.
Oh, oh.
It
What do you-
doesn't
what do
take
you think?
much to have a show here.
Right. What do you think?
I feel like the other ones we did with the guy or the female in the car and the guy with the red sweatpants and his wife beater
Yeah.
would be better to be promoting cigarettes more than her. To jump on the wagon with the suit guy.
They
Right.
don't
Flexibility to wetness,
Right.
like revive.
They don't want
to.
they don't want to promote the reality of the cigarettes though, you know. They want to show something a little bit more glamorous, you know. It's like I feel like every time you buy a pack of Marlboro Reds, they should just give you a
Shane
nickel
is
back,
like, so you
you
don't
know?
see retching. I see that now that she
Yes.
says that.
You know what's crazy is the fact that honestly, I mean, why shouldn't they be able to have those advertisements still today, right? Doing alcohol, have alcohol advertisements, really in big picture, just as bad for you, right? If you're drinking or smoking, you got all the drugs that they're selling on TV, right? They're good for you, bad for you.
Well,
One fixes one thing, causes you 12 others. So
Yeah,
fuck it.
that's-
Why not just have some
The
Newports?
Surgeon General has determined that cigarette smoking is dangerous. to
Yeah.
your health. So there's your.
Well, now it may
doesn't
cause low
cause
birth weight in
diarrhea,
babies.
time out or anxiety. All right, let's move on. This next one is one of my favorites. Staying in the same genre.
Wow.
Kent Menthol 100. Well, we know why that's there.
What is that
Put a
tag?
Kent
Wait,
in your mouth.
here-
You'll be happy.
Now that would not sell today. That would not fly today. And why
What
is
does
that?
that tagline say underneath the menthol 100s?
Yep. And that's the
it
thing.
says,
Yeah.
That's
that's
how
retching menthol or something. Microfiber.
I mean, that's back in the
But
day.
it
That's
looks like
general.
an actual smoker. Look at their hand, like
Yeah,
butt over there.
He's
like,
got the head. He's got the right motion, right?
Here's what I love. Here's what I love about Kent. For people who are getting it together, menthol
Nice.
100.
He chose that one specifically for
Oh,
himself.
dude, and I smoked those back in the day. That's
Did
what I
you?
smoked. Absolutely, because everybody, if you laid your pack down, I'd be like, no, they're mine. My name's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I marked him.
Right.
Only one at the party with him, but
No,
that would not sell today.
I
That would be-
I actually think this is the most
Oh.
effective cigarette ad that they've had so far
My
that I've seen.
goodness.
But they wouldn't put that on the market today.
Uh,
Calling out people that are
this would
on the
not-
cover.
This would not fly today.
Not at all.
Well,
Here's
maybe in,
why.
Well, because of the fact of the people that are actually in the ad, right? Because it's a specific person.
Yes,
Or-
yes, exactly. That's right.
Right.
It's good.
It's
Even
right.
if-
And I don't even know what word to use anymore because every time I talk about it, I use the wrong
You
word.
throw an Asian woman in there, or
Right.
Yeah.
it's got to be
Right, multicultural, right.
Cultural now, right?
Right. And that's other than that, I mean, That's how she hit it right on the spot. I mean, you know that guy's a smoker, not like the other dude that was doing the lucky strike that looks like he just came off the tennis court.
That brother isn't just active; he's actually hitting that right.
Right. They just gave him a couple free packs there.
Right. Can we
Let
take a picture of you? Here's 5 packs smokes. Oh, absolutely, my brother.
Let me tell you what.
Take a weed.
Ken's,
Can we make a blunt out of these?
Rolling down the. The guy from Texas.
oh, Colt 45 works every time.
Don't let the smooth taste fool you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel
No,
like this would sell though like in February and in June. Because February is Black History Month.
Yeah, there you go.
And then June 19th is
As far as today, like Juneteenth.
Today. Then you have
That's
June
it.
19th.
That's actually
You know, and
smart
even in
targeting. Yeah.
January.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
timely,
Well,
but I mean, how many other people would just have a freaking
But
heyday
let's
with it?
keep in mind.
It
Let's
doesn't
keep in
matter.
mind.
As long as
Right.
it's selling.
And
we
most smart
wouldn't get
advertising
that here
files.
in McHenry County. They might get it on the south side of Chicago.
Right. Yeah. No.
Right.
We're
I
not
can
seeing
billboard
that.
it all up right there.
But
Well, I
okay,
mean-
so to Don's point, I remember that Colt 45 billboard. It had the guy, his unbuttoned down to like here, the chest hair sticking out, arm around just a gorgeous thin black woman, and he's got the Colt 45 in his hand, and he's got the afro and the chains, and it says Colt 45 works every time. I drove past that billboard every day for years.
And that's when you started growing your chest hair longer?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. We all
Stop
wanna
shaving
be
that shit
guy.
down.
But no, and I'll tell you what, that ad would work on Sean. He'd be like,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, look at that guy's hair. That's what
I
I
mean-
dream.
Kelsey did bring up a good point as far as the timing to sell this, right? So, I mean, advertising obviously is impact, right? And is also like what we've talked about. You're disrupting. It's a disruptor, right? So people are going to look at that during the months you're talking about and go, okay. But I don't
Oh.
think any other time during the year that
It's not.
that would fly.
Now
But
that I-
if
now
people
that
could
I-
get out of
now
their
that I
way.
adjusted my eyesight underneath the Kent pack of cigarettes, it says refreshing menthol, micro filter 2.
Oh.
Ooh,
New technology.
new technology, not the squeeze and smoke.
Yeah.
Right. Well, those are new technology.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Not the,
Like the
What is that called?
Camel
Crush or
crushers.
something?
Yeah. The burst of flavor, the flavor ball.
you mean the chemicals that you're releasing that rips through that filter instantly?
That's it. And we can't get out of here of this genre without this guy.
Oh, man.
The Marlboro.
That was the greatest.
That's
That
my
was the
guy.
greatest advertising and marketing plan ever. Get your Marlboro Miles. Smoke more, get free shit. If you live long enough, you're gonna get some stuff.
Nothing says cool more than a cowboy hat that's too small, sheepskin collar, and a nice mustache.
They really knew what they were doing, trying to class up the target base. You know?
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
want to feel like a cowboy?
Well, that right there, you smoke Marlboro, you're gonna be a badass. Is
Right.
what their ad was, right? Right, a real man.
Here's the best thing too. This is a German. Don't ask me what it says. I pulled it because here is the all-American quintessential cowboy. And this is a German ad.
Das ist Gush.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
smoky.
Der Geschmack.
Das sehr gut Cigarette.
Don't cancel us because of Scott.
So
please.
Kent, you were telling me.
My
So Kent, when they yelled cut, this guy takes off the cowboy gear. He's just got lederhosen on, and he just drives.
Well, actually, that's
he's like, well, this ad was very fun.
That's the guy that takes it off and puts on that flexible suit.
It was a little no.
That was better than that German accent.
That's
We might
my.
get shut down because of that.
I was going to say that was my Northern European generalized.
right.
Swedish chef.
If I was to do my German accent, yeah, it sounds very offensive. I
Just
don't
make
think
your
you can do a
accent the
German
same
accent.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, here's mine. Hogan. There he is.
Hogan's hero.
Uh,
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the real deal. I mean, this guy, again, to Kelsey's point, this dude smokes. He's got leathery skin. His mustache has a little bit of that nicotine stain in it. This brother's been smoking for ages. And it looks like he's got the Zippo there. That's a big enough flame for a Zippo, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's you know you're a
And
real
there's nothing
smoker
better
if you had the
than smoking
Zippo.
a nice good Marlboro in nice crisp cool air. You know,
Oh,
you tell it's a night. You know, that's probably his first in the morning. He poured himself a cup of coffee,
yeah.
stepped out into the crisp air with his jacket, lit up that smoke. You know that smoke tastes great.
Oh, yeah. Right now. And,
Lifeblood right now.
That sheepskin smells of Marlboro.
Oh
This is the break time for the 17-hour day he's pulling. You know, hard work,
Well, yeah,
It's like,
ranching is
man,
hard work.
He's getting ready to round up the cattle right now so he can milk them.
Look at the look on his face. He's like, just take the goddamn picture already.
right.
I got shit to do.
I gotta put my suit on for the flexible suit ad next.
This guy's like, I just chain smoked 20 cigarettes standing here getting my picture taken. Would you hurry up? My lungs are dying.
What's your call on the Marlboro Man?
I would say it would sell today.
Yeah.
I think if they brought back the Marlboro Man, it would
Oh
be
my
huge.
God, country is so hot right now.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I mean, country is still. I had the opportunity to do a little volunteering at the Rise Up, and let me tell you how many. I mean, there were and I'm laughing, right, because there were cowboys there with New Balance on. You know, I mean, they had the cowboy hat on. They had
For when you're a cowboy, but you got to go mow the lawn.
I'm like, you can't do that. What are you doing? That's terrible. Terrible.
With your little push mower.
Shana says there is a hunger for a more. I like what on it. Here's
the bar.
Here's what Shana says. There's a hunger for a more masculine and protective men, and the Western themed shows are very popular. This campaign would work off the coasts.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
Yep.
Yeah.
There is a need for that. Here's a good one, and let's go a little bit nerd culture here. But
right.
I don't know if you guys remember this, but here you go.
What does it say?
That is who will get nailed next? Nail gun massacre.
Oh.
Cheaper than a chainsaw. The 1985 direct-to-video slasher flick.
Direct to video.
You know that is probably one of the worst movies.
Now, limited edition VHS.
Yeah.
Wow. And it shows a guy. This is wonderful. It shows a dude in a motorcycle helmet and leather gear with an air tank on his back and a nail gun at a very scantily clad young lady. Yeah.
Well, so I'm going to go back to the day of USA Up All Night, like a horror flick where, it's going to be a couple in a cabin. The love scene's way too long.
Oh, yeah.
And then
There's some
the
weird.
guy, yeah, go ahead.
Makes you uncomfortable.
Right,
Yeah.
a little bit. And then, somebody pops in with the nail gun and starts taking over. So
Don
that's
says,
a predictable movie.
Yeah, Don says they stole the idea from one of the Lethal Weapon movies.
So based off of the face she's making, the
so
cleavage
true.
you can see, and then the straight to VHS.
Yeah.
I think you can assume pretty much everything you need to. But I bet if you're a fan of cheesy horror, they intended for this to be cheesy. I mean, everything from the fact that a nail gun is cheaper than a chainsaw, they knew what they were doing the whole time. From the second they yelled action on the first day of filming, they were like, this is going to be horrible.
Actually, back in the 80s, a nail gun was probably more expensive than a chainsaw.
But isn't that what it says? Cheaper than a chainsaw.
I know, but it's
cheaper than a chainsaw.
because back then that pneumatic technology is. I don't know. Go either way. I mean,
you know what?
It's obviously why Scott was not the creator of this.
Do you remember back in the day when they would make porn movies and they would make them based off of real movie franchises?
Yeah.
Like you'd have Montana Jones instead of Indiana Jones.
That's Michael Perry about
This-
the Brady Bunch.
Saving Ryan's Privates.
Yes, Saving Ryan's Privates. This feels to me like a porn version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Well, the nice thing is the hand is nailed into looks like to be a door frame.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she had one anyway.
And the artwork gives just a little edge of the areola there. Just enough, right.
It's enough side boob to make me watch the movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Oh yeah.
Well, every 80s movie was great. Full
are they
frontal,
going
right.
religious on there, having the girl's
I know,
hands
she's, like,
nailed to the?
crucified.
She's
No,
being
yeah.
crucified, right? I mean, is there a different message we're trying to get
I
there?
almost say we should all watch it and then review it online.
I honestly feel like
I don't know
we
if
should
my
watch
brain
this
could
movie.
handle that.
All right. Nail Gun Massacre. It's out there. You can probably get it on YouTube.
Probably.
Yeah. I'm sure.
I mean, it's on
It
VHS.
just
It went
goes
straight to
to
VHS.
That makes me really excited to watch it.
It went to straight to VHS.
It was that good.
Copies. There's copies.
I got that right next to Debbie Does Dallas.
Yeah, and Don says the best nail gun scene is The Equalizer.
Ooh, wee.
Oh,
Yeah, she's not
wow.
wrong.
All right.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
don't
with
know.
what
Boy, that's not
Denzel
his
Washington,
name,
right? Is that Denzel Washington?
Mhm.
Yeah.
The side boob is the message.
Easy to get nailed. Massacre.
Hey, whoop,
Wow.
hey, oh. All right.
I feel
let's-
dumber already.
Let's go here. Let's roll
all
into
right.
the automotive industry. Are you big enough to ride the wild one?
Yeah. Okay.
Is that a shock?
This is 100% classic advertising right there.
Wait,
Yes.
is that for a shock?
That
Shock
is a
absorber?
muffler. You're a
Ooh.
car guy.
I-
believe
I
that
see
either.
tiger.
You know what a
I
muffler?
can't
You want me to
believe that-
describe what a muffler is for you?
Yes.
That-
Yeah,
You blow it out your ass.
Buy bearings for them.
right. Yeah.
Oh, the Canucken
Yeah,
valve.
that is what a
The
muffler's
Canucken.
for.
The
Blowing
Canucken.
it out of your ass.
Right.
It's-
It's all ball bearings. Yeah.
It's the colon of a car.
Yeah.
It's the colon of a car.
Meet. It says meet baby Grant. She's wild for the guys. Right. I'm trying to read. I got to get it in my right lines.
I feel like they're targeting wrong.
Who goes with GT Tiger?
Hmm.
So you have this wonderful, obviously somebody's wife or mother that it's like, hey, show up in your bra and show up in your Playtex cross your heart bra
Yeah.
and your panties.
Playtex cross your
I
heart.
need you to hold this tiger muffler very seductively, and we're going to sell. Grand something makes the mufflers that make the difference.
So here's another funny part about this. She's not actually holding anything. So what was she holding for the picture that they edited out? She's not holding a muffler.
Oh, she is holding. She's all on that muffler, buddy.
Isn't that edited in there?
Yeah.
You hold the muffler like that. You don't wrap your hands around it. You just hold your hands out. You hold it.
Yeah, that's
But also, like, are you good enough to ride the wild one? I don't know if I'm a dude. I'm like, no, I don't need to ride the wild one. What does that mean? She's gonna ride the wild one.
Ride a muffler? But I do. What I really love about this, though, is the Austin Powers font.
Yes.
Right? I mean, the
Yeah.
Austin Powers font is great.
that would still sell today.
Yeah.
There's still, I mean, sex is still very involved in the car industry.
Yeah, and
You know.
and you got a attractive woman humping a muffler, and they're trying to sell mufflers. I
Right.
get it.
I mean, I think the only difference that they would have today is from a technological standpoint, they'd really spell out why she's wanting to hold that muffler so seductively. My pipe lets it flow through quickly and comes out with a nice rumbling sound, something along those days. Back then, it's just look at it. It's all visual. Today, they throw some type of really good
Yeah, listen,
ad copy underneath
that's
it.
what's happening with your pipe. You want to see a doctor.
What if it's grumbling well?
Now the rumbling.
That's a good thing.
So, I don't. Right?
So,
We have this on our bathroom wall at the studio.
oh wow, okay.
Right. So
See,
when you're done
you
with
know,
this, hold that up.
Yeah, and let me just put that. We've got a very musical theme here inside of the studio. There's not. I mean, it's just an album cover when we show this. It's when you see it. There's things that happen in the bathroom with young men. That, I don't know why. I don't want you to get.
Wait, that's hanging in the bathroom here.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not paying much attention.
So Shayna made you look, says fantasize and reach for your wallet.
Yeah.
That is a nice straight pipe there, but that tiger is
Got the right offset.
Yeah, it's a tiger. Before Twiggy hit the scene. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, all right. You want to walk that up and show it. This is a lovely. Let me rearrange here.
Yeah.
There we go. This is the Herb Alpert's Tijuana Brass Band. A taste of honey, tangerine, love potion, number 9, lemon tree, lollipops and roses, peanuts, whipped cream, and other delights. And it's a lady.
Who's the record
covered in
from?
whipped cream.
A&M Records.
Yeah.
A&M Records.
A&M Records, please send us a check.
That's right. Good.
That's an interesting one.
Have you guys ever seen Big Trouble with Tim Allen?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie. Well, he works for an ad agency, and the reason I bring it up is it always, for the rest of time, the scene will always make me laugh because he works for Ugly Fish Beer, and he's got a big ugly fish and a beer can next to it, and his boss is just like, "What don't you understand?" He's like, "It's an ugly fish," and he's like, "Well, right, it's Ugly Fish Beer." He's like, "No. You get a woman, she's got big tits. You put her in a boat, she's got big tits. Like, what don't you get?" And he's like yelling at him. And then the ad ends up being just a woman holding the can of beer.
And again,
In a boat. Like, there's no ugly fish. He's like, there's no ugly in advertising. He's like, it's called Ugly Fish Beer. He's like, I don't care. It's a busty woman that sells. And like, he's yelling at him.
And obviously does, because here she is holding the tiger.
Right. Absolutely.
All right. So we've had cigarettes. Now we've had automobiles. Now let's roll into a little bit of the beer. There we go.
Hey.
If you go beyond your limit, please don't drive. Phone home. This message is brought to you by your friends at Coors, and it is E.T. in a bar with an apron as a bartender. I
love it.
Glowing finger.
I absolutely love it.
Look, times are tough in Hollywood when E.T. is now pushing beer.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, how old is that at?
oh, it's the 80s.
Yeah.
So it's right within the time frame.
Oh, yeah.
So they're utilizing ET.
No, I understand that.
Because the following of ET was massive, right?
The
So
next-
it's a smart.
No, I think that's
The
a great
that
ad.
played right after that has Alf selling the same product. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's-
And eating cats.
That would do just as well today, I think, as it did back then.
honestly, because of the cult following of ET, for sure. It's just like, I understand it. I think it's great. ET's not as relevant.
I think
I
people
think
that don't even know. I think people that don't even know what ET is or who he is would still sell. I think they would enjoy that. It's just one of those visuals that you look at and you go, "I've got to look more and investigate a little bit deeper into it, see what it's going on," because it's something so out of the ordinary. And obviously, if you know ET, it even brings it home even more.
Phone home and never worked.
Phone home,
Never worked.
ET, phone
Never
home.
worked today.
Well, if you didn't have a
Somebody
cell
has
phone back
phone
then,
in their home, and you're going to call an Uber. It'd be
Yeah,
phone
I
Uber.
don't know if that would really hold up unless it works generational. You know,
Yeah.
you got to be this old to really understand what the hell's happening here.
Yeah.
You know?
Don, going back to the ugly fish, was, hey, I thought when you had too much to drink, other people looked prettier. And Shana says, if you can get girls to wear your T-shirt, you have reached the pinnacle. Remember the Check Out My Parts ad campaign?
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Smart. Let's see here. Yeah, so to me, doesn't here's the other thing I like. This is the 80s, and you have like a Western bar room that he's in. You've got the old till in there. You've got the light up,
finger.
No, I'm saying the light up Coors tapper.
Where's that thing?
So he can find his way.
Right, right.
Yeah. I don't know. Looks like ET got paid well.
Yeah.
All right, let's roll into this one. This is a good one.
Oh,
Our
no.
good friends. I'll teach Billy to be a cow puncher as long as
Wow.
he don't practice on my cows.
That's a broke back picture right there.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer and less.
I just wonder why
What
they
the
call it a cow
hell?
puncher.
What?
I know.
Are you offended, Steve?
I don't know what to be right now. I don't know.
Just be yourself and let it flow,
I don't
man.
know what. Well, Brokeback Mountain for sure.
Right.
What the hell is cow punching? I'll let's have a couple Miller Lights and then I'll teach you to punch cows. Just don't be punching
I
my
can
cows.
Has different meanings for different guys.
What the hell
I
is
can
that?
tell you what a tongue punch is.
The
but not a
Marlboro
cow.
man just rolled over in his grave.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
Well, no, that's his brother.
that's his semi-retarded cousin. That's what that is.
Oh, allegedly.
Right.
That's I can't even believe what.
Right. And
Where are we teaching
Tennessee,
Billy?
Coors was only out west. It was like
Right back in Colorado,
yeah.
starting Golden.
Didn't come out this way. And she's like, "Is that slang? What is cow?"
Now they got the Blue Mountains.
Right? No. What I have to
I
know
got-
what cow punching is to know
What?
if I'm on board with this ad.
You know what cow punching is.
And then did they specifically
No, cow
get
poking.
that guy because he looks like the dude that played in Bonanza? Like he looks like the guy from Bonanza.
Ted, the big dude with the 10-gallon hat.
The white hat looks like the dad.
The dad, yeah.
What's
little
his
bit.
name? Not Purnell.
Lauren Green.
Purnell was
What?
Wasn't that Lauren Green or something?
Lauren. Yes, Lauren Green. Yes. Yeah, that looks like him and
Here's
maybe
the
his
Was that
dad is
Hoss?
Purnell Roberts.
Hoss?
here's the other reason why I particularly enjoy this. Just keep going right, and you're in the same bar that ET was in. So I think they were shooting the ET ad down there on the right while they were shooting this one. They were just, I think they were just.
All right, so cow puncher.
Yeah, what is a cow
Scott,
puncher?
hit it.
It says a term for a cowboy that originated in the early days of cattle drives. Cowboys would use long poles to poke or punch cattle into loading chutes and boxcars. The term was first recorded in 1880 and became a synonym for anyone who worked with cattle. Synonyms that they use for cowpuncher include buckaroo, cowhand, cowpoke, wrangler, and waddy, W-A-D-D-Y. The other ones were fine, but waddy, what the hell is waddy?
What's
That just brings a weird thought to brain.
It's just
yeah.
all those terms are a little, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the. I think that ad
I
would
don't know.
be better than cow poker instead of cow puncher,
Well,
right?
I
Things took a little bit different turn.
yeah, just don't punch my
It
cow.
did. Just
Don't
now.
poke my cow.
Oh wow, that's
Don't
Yeah.
poke my cow. You want to punch me? That's fine, but don't poke me. Poking and prodding.
Let's go to Kelsey. Kelsey,
Are you having a drink with these guys?
what do you think, Kelsey?
Are you
What does
having
this
a-
look like to you?
I don't know if I want to speak on it too much. I think nowadays people would rather get poked than punched. Okay.
I would agree 100%.
But I don't think that would sell at all nowadays.
Yeah,
No.
Absolutely.
That's not selling a
Maybe-
single beer in this day and age.
yeah, well, it's true. I think that's
Maybe
Billy
Colorado.
Martin, and he was a big
Maybe
Yankees.
Maybe Colorado. They're all high. They're not
Oh, is that what that is?
Lot.
Yeah.
And the other guy's probably a famous baseball player too. Don's old enough probably to Ben
Like,
Cartwright.
It
Yeah.
almost looks
Ben-
like
yeah.
an advertisement for a belt
Good old Ben
buckle.
Cartwright. Lord.
It
Than
does.
anything, because his thing is huge. Well, what
Yeah. Oh,
It
yeah.
does.
Huge.
It does look like a
Right?
belt buckle
Yeah.
advertisement
You
more
know,
than it
like
does.
kind of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then of course he's drinking from a chalice.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to wear a stop sign on their belt.
Could be more code.
Ah,
All right, listen. This is the last one. This is one from the 1980s, Europe, and we're staying in the beer genre.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Oh wow! All right,
yeah.
that would sell.
100% that would sell.
Yeah. That's timeless right there.
and
I'm surprised they did it back then.
So what we see here, folks, are 3 beer bottles upside down, but it almost looks like Shrek.
Hanging out.
Shrek and junk.
Shrek hanging out.
Yeah.
And he's wrapped that sucker.
This
Or
is,
the Hulk.
Ursus.
I don't know.
He's capped it off.
And this is there was no words. There was nothing. Just Ursus beer. Three upside down.
That's a European ad. They get it.
I don't know about you, but mine's a stout.
Oh my God. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. We really appreciate you stopping
The
by.
marketing tag would be like, "Don't be afraid to twist my cap."
Oh wow.
Just the cat.
Just the cap.
Boom, boom. That
Wait,
is
what'd you say?
football
Football
season.
Football season. That's like a center. Like, come get my twist.
That's right.
Come get
You
my
know what?
twist
I
on.
gotta say though, you guys, is it making you thirsty?
Yeah, no.
Absolutely
I'm
not.
trying to get under there and twist your cap, so to speak.
Well, I'm not a drinker, so that doesn't.
I think the Newport girl would enjoy it.
The Newport girl is all.
I was thinking more.
Exactly.
I was thinking more of the Lucky Strike guy.
Oh, that's definitely the suit guy.
That's the position you do to get to there.
Yeah, oh,
That's right. That's right.
Don's like,
that's him limbering up.
Don says that would make me not want to drink beer.
I'm with Don on this one.
I think that makes me want to be a cow puncher.
Well, I think
It's-
Moo buckaroo.
if anything, the targeting is more. for
Hey, it's my
women,
little Waddy.
Obviously, more women that drink that brand. If anything,
First of all,
targeting.
I think it's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think it is absolutely brilliant. And and I go right to Shrek because I like Shrek.
Yeah.
But I've seen him in the locker room. But I'm just saying that to me,
Much information.
I was like, that's just 3 bottles upside down.
No, it's extremely clever.
Yeah. Yep.
That explains it all.
But here's the other thing. Let's kick that door in and take a bump. What guy is sitting there and like, I don't know, Jesus, if we have like 3 bottles upside down, I kind of look like a peanut.
Yeah, no, because the first guy,
I'm like, what?
That was a great.
The first guy was like, look, you put the first 2 together, it looks like
He did
a
that
little
very well.
button.
Does Alice really
He's
know
like,
too well?
and how many beers did he have when he's like,
That's role
you know, how many pumps when he's like,
No,
he's like,
that's
hey,
God's
guys,
Day. That's
you gotta
Saturday
check
night, and
this
then
out.
Sunday has to
So I'm
repent.
saying, it's a butt, you know. Like,
That just ripped in the
that
back.
guy was hammered.
Well, the nice thing about this ad though is they really don't need to say, right? There doesn't need any copy,
says
just the
it for
name of the
itself.
beer, right? It spells itself because everybody's going to look at it a little bit differently.
Here's
You saw Shrek,
Yeah.
right?
For every man in the world, I thank you for the long neck. Not the
Grower,
Mickey's-
not a shower, huh?
Mickey's grenade.
Got the Mickey's.
large mouth.
I'd probably
Right.
rather be a Mickey's.
You know, I'm just
Also unavailable in bullet cans.
goes down easy.
Recycling.
Get your nice menthol.
But some of the best advertisement though is ones that don't really need copy, right? That can
Correct.
people can look at and everyone can all get their own, thoughts right out of the way. And they'll some point they will all come to the same thing. But at first, I mean, really the nice thing, like because I studied advertising, they put stuff like that and they would do tests. They put something like that. Everybody write down what your first thought was when it came to your mind, right?
Listen,
And some of the responses were just like,
this is
What?
a European ad. You put this baby in the red zone, red light zone, or whatever it's called over there.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna stop in and get a quick little
Right.
refresher.
For Lake District.
I'm gonna get a green bottle of beer.
Yeah.
Beer.
Get a green beer in the red light district.
Oh, the writing is almost red.
That brings us right to where we need to be
All righty.
today. For how well will it sell, Steve? How well will it sell today?
I think we saw a couple that are timeless. We're gonna.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna continue to sell.
And listen, the makers of Ursus, if you have a neon light of this ad, send it to us and we'll put it on the wall.
100%. Right there.
100%.
We could probably digitally print that up, make it ourselves. Just put a different name on it. We'll put 216 Creator Studios on the bottom. Creating something.
No.
Oh, okay, that's a no. Sorry,
It only
folks.
takes 2 minutes and 6
Scott's
seconds
like, I'll
to
bottle.
get the bottle twisted.
I know.
There you go.
First of all, if I see somebody come in with a bottle opener,
Oh, no.
I love when we have brains that think alike on here.
all right.
Yep, she gets to keep coming back.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Yeah, Don's like, you heard a skunky beer, but doesn't that say something about what beer might taste?
That's
like?
Mickey's Big Mouth.
Just don't leave it in the sunlight, huh?
Don't leave it
Right.
in the sunlight. How well will it sell this day, Scott?
Well, I mean, just depending, but there's some of those definitely fly. Would still keep going. Obviously,
Yeah.
the big thing is how people are just too oversensitive with shit these days.
Well,
It's a
So
product.
that's just it. So yeah, there's a lot of ads in there that would still sell today. They hold up. It depends. Like what Kelsey said, time of year, targeting. That's key to everything, especially when it comes to marketing. But I think that some of those smoking ads and some the muffler ad, for sure.
That's it.
It just
Get your
depends.
cross
It depends on where you're at
Huh?
and how you're.
High heels and sell
Yeah.
muffler. That's it.
Yeah.
And Don's like, it's right next to the Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah.
I have to run. I will never get this hour back in my life. Have a great day.
I hear you, Don. Thanks
See
for
you,
tuning
Don.
in, buddy. Have an awesome day.
Well, it's Alan. Thanks for being here. We might be seeing more, Kelsey.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah, of course.
If we haven't scared her away. How well will it sell?
In my opinion, I think majority of it will sell if you look at it in like the BDSM community that they have nowadays for porn, and especially with that Nell thing with her crucified up against. Like, I went to the porn expo in Chicago, and if that was there, that would sell like hotcakes.
That's it.
And then they have new things called sex dungeons where that beer commercial we just saw or ad would sell like crazy there.
There you go.
So I took it more sexual because that's obviously all sexual because men created those ads.
Yeah, that,
Right. Well, sex sells. I mean, there's always an innuendo slightly in most ads. I mean, depending on what their target market is.
and here's what I'll say: none of it will sell today because we don't see these advertisements anymore. So that's all I'm going to say.
Makes me wanna-
Always comes in at the end with that one. I love it.
Promise here at 216. Remember, if you're thirsty or need a menthol, you know where to get it.